with just getting your thoughts on obviously a difficult match today, a goal that was very improbable, that was the deciding factor for this. Could you take us through your emotions and through your headspace now with a Windsor result?
Yeah, obviously bitterly disappointed. I think it's frustrating. We weren't at our best, and that's the hard part for me, because I think if we're at our best, we have a chance of winning the game, because it didn't really cause us too many problems. The goal comes from a cross, which we've got 3 players around the ball. We've got to stop the cross coming in the first place. And then we just didn't really, I thought we lacked any type of threat in the final third. And I'll reflect, I probably should have made changes quicker in certain areas, just to give us a chance of winning the game. I thought we got into their final third, but we just lacked any type of clinical edge. Everything was within the goalkeeper's frame. I don't remember having to make a save that caused her a problem. So we just didn't show the best of ourselves, I don't think, tonight. But I said to them they can be very proud of their season, very proud of what they've done this year, but tonight was disappointing.
And then just to follow up, there has been tangible growth. This is the second season for this club, barely. However, they've been established here in San Diego and in the league now. What does this project now look like moving forward for yourself personally here at San Diego?
We need to evolve. We can't stand still. We need to recruit players. We need to evolve the squads. We need to keep developing the players we've got, keep developing the squads, learn from tonight. Me personally, learn from tonight and what I could have done differently. Yeah, but listen, that was to be better to try and get over the line and get to a final.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned the final third piece. Obviously, OL hasn't given up a goal in the last 4 games. What do you think makes them so difficult to break down in that final third?
We still had shots, you know, but none of them were convincing. None of them gave the goalkeeper a problem. Got into good areas. We didn't execute in the final third. So they've got good players. You know, I think Claudia Dickey's in there now, giving them a bit of stability in terms of goalkeeping, and they've got good defenders. But having said that, we still opened them up. We just made poor execution in the final third, and then I felt we could have switched it at times, and we forced it when we didn't need to. Amount of times we could have switched the play and created more overloads. We didn't do that well enough. So, yeah, it's bitterly disappointing. And especially to lose to a goal like that, that's gutting for the players, because it's fine margins then.
How do you evaluate a game like that where, as you said, a goal very easily could have gone the other way?
I'll always reflect on what we could have done better, because I think if we are cleaner on the ball, I think if we execute and move the ball in better spaces and switch the play, I think we have better attacks, we have more chances to score. I just feel really flat right now, because if they would have opened us up and, you know, created loads of chances, and they had, you know, the little bit in the first half when we turned the ball over and give them chances, their chances came more from our doing than their making, which is, yeah, I think it's just, if it's a worldy goal, I don't really know how to feel, because it's not, you know, Crystal Dunn's goal last year was an unbelievable finish, and you'd be like, okay. But to concede a goal like that, but then that's on us. We've got to close the ball down, we've got to stop the cross, we've got to do better, and then the ball doesn't end up in the back of the net.
And looking back now, is there a way that you think you can defend that better, or is that just kind of a one-in shot in terms of?
Those are a nightmare for a keeper, because you're set for a cross and it comes off the outside of the foot and loops in. They're horrible ones, but we got to get closer to the ball to stop the cross coming in, and then that doesn't happen.
You mentioned not being at your best today. Do you feel like the long break, along with the international break, just kind of led a part in that?
Both bye teams are out, so. Yeah, it's not ideal. It's not ideal that I'm starting to think about who I can put on, who I can't, because they've been off the back of long-haul flights, coming back from Europe. You know, Kira was on a 22-hour journey and only arrived back at gone midnight on Wednesday. So could I have got her on earlier? Yes. Should I have got on earlier? Yeah, but all those things go into your mind. So the placing of this semi-final when you want to put out your best possible team. And if you look at the teams that have had internationals away, no one's really been able to field their best team because of that. So, yeah, scheduling needs to be looked at. But listen, we lost the game tonight, irrelevant of anything else. But, yeah, it's frustrating. But, yeah, I think not having a game didn't help us.
Coach, do you think the league needs to change to play home and away matches in the playoff? I don't know.
No, I think actually having a home advantage and getting seeding is important. Also, where are you fitting it in? Like, we can't even fit in the games we've got, and we've ended up whacking this game in the back of an international break. So, no, I wouldn't be a fan of that.
Casey, when you think about not just tonight's result, but the season as a whole, what is the theme or message that you would use to describe just what the character of this team is?
Yeah, I think we've grown a lot this season. I'm extremely proud of what they've been able to achieve. Extremely proud. Like, I don't feel like disheartened by them. You know, it's not through lack of trying tonight. It's a lucky goal for them. A little bit of lack of quality for us. So, yeah, we went through some tough times this year and still won the league. We're the most consistent team throughout this season. It's just gutting when we've gone to 2 semis now and not been able to get over the line, but I need to look at myself on that.
Would you be able to share, if you've already had a message with the players or a future message right now back in the locker room about what this result is, what it means and how to move forward from here?
Yeah, there isn't really a lot I'm going to be able to say to them to make them feel better right now. It's about fine margins at this level. It's gone against us tonight. We need to be more consistent with the way we play. These experiences will help us build massively. But yeah, I just said to them, be proud of what you've achieved this season. We'll reflect, we'll learn. We need to come back into pre-season firing, because next year we need to make sure that we are consistently on a winning team. We want to be consistent champions. We want to be in playoff finals. So we need to keep evolving.
Coach, after 2 seasons, the first season for Diego Wave, it looks like the roster made for the championship, but what reflection do you have about this first years on this organization and showing like this is the team that kind of championship? Any comments you feel about that?
Yeah, I think we have to be. I'm not happy tonight at all. I think you can tell that. But I think we have to be, in terms of perspective, happy with where we're at as a club. But third year, we need to evolve again to be in 2 playoff semi-finals in 2 years as an expansion team. I think it's unheard of. So we have to be proud. The club's tried to build something. The fan base here is absolutely incredible. But we need to keep evolving. We can't stand still.
The free kick at the end of the first half, there was a lot of, you guys were talking over a lot of stuff. Did it at all play out like you planned?
I would have just shot. Why we didn't just shoot? It's the 45th minute, last kick of the game. I'm not out there, so I don't understand why we didn't shoot in that moment. But yeah, they're the fine margins and the decision making that I don't think we were quite on it tonight when we were making those decisions.
She has the capability to rip that shot over the
Absolutely.
wall and make that goalie do something.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a conversation for another day. I don't know why we made that decision. Although it was close enough for a shot, it was a prime time for a shot. We were on top. So yeah, I didn't understand our decision in that moment.
Just one question, Coach. I don't know if you told with the group, but how they doing, knowing that they was really close to get to the final?
Yeah, they're gutted, devastated. That's 2 years in a row where we've been so close. And there were periods of that game we dominated, especially in the second half. But we've got to be able to dominate and create clear-cut chances, and we've got to test the goalkeeper more. And we've got to put the ball into the right areas to be able to do that. And I thought our decision-making in the final third in the opponent's half was not at our best tonight.
One other question. The woman who scored the goal said she likes playing against you guys because you're a good team, but she emphasized it's a physical game whenever you guys play, and she enjoys that and thinks it makes the
Yeah, it's always competitive. Listen, they're a competitive team. They're very physical, very experienced. Thought they dominated first and second balls for periods tonight, which caused us problems. But yeah, it's always competitive. But that's now 9 where we've not beaten them, which isn't the standard that we need if we're going to keep progressing to the next level.